Our mission at Extreme Teachers, we help teachers discover their superpowers and then help them transform the lives around them. Being extreme makes them that teacher. Yes, that teacher that's willing to go beyond the walls of their classroom to impact the lives of their students. Let's go, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. Let the class begin. Are we ready? Are we ready tonight? I'm so pumped up tonight because I'm asking the crazy question. Are you supposed to be teaching? Look, all right, do me a favor. Let's go, y'all. Repost, tag a teacher. Repost, tag a teacher. Let's go. Do me a favor. Repost and tag a teacher. Let's get it. Let's get some people in here that's going to share with an educator. But y'all know, everyone that went to school, it was one teacher. You was like, I don't think you should have been in the classroom. You might need to have been like in the office or something because your teaching is off, you know. All right, but we're going to talk about it tonight. Let's go. All right, do me a favor. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Look me up. I'm at VaLarie Humphrey. V-A-L-A, not V-A-L-E. V-A-L-A-R-I-E. Humphrey, as in Humphrey Bogart. All right, so last night we talked about something always wrong. When are you going to teach? We have so many teachers that in this season, they went to the complaint department instead of just pushing through. But I know it can be difficult, and I get that. But at some point, we're a year in now. We can't keep complaining. Put your mask on. Let's go. I know. I'm not insensitive. I'm just trying to be factual. All right. Are you meant to be a teacher? That's my question tonight. Are you meant to be a teacher? So what we're going to talk about is some characteristics of those that's like teachers, the ones that teach, the ones that's there for the right reasons. Then I'll give you the cheat code. I'm going to give you the cheat code tonight. All right, demonstrate confidence. When you're going into the classroom, there's teachers out there that they're timid and their kids, they fear their students and they don't sound like they know what they're doing. You have to sound like you know what you're doing, but it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to make mistakes, but you have to be confident. So you have to walk in that thing knowing that you got this and you're there to teach and you connect with your students. Connection is so important. Because connection will move you to collaboration. You have to have the connection, then you'll be able to collaborate with your students. Now, have life experience. What does that mean, Val? Have life experience? Well, let Auntie Val tell you, baby. A life experience means you got a life outside of teaching. You have a life outside of teaching, which means teaching is not your end all be all. Because guess what happens when you're teaching and you have some life experiences, you bring those into the classroom. And when you bring those into the classroom, what begins to happen is that you encourage your students to get outside of the classroom and outside of their community and get some experience. Get exposure. I'm going to tell you, I don't know if I was entitled or spoiled or what, but at 13, my mother was like, let's go on the trip. She said, what you want to do for your birthday? I was like, I want to go out of town. So she allowed me to take 5 of my friends and we flew and went out of town for my birthday, right? As Charles Terry Jr. would say, we got flued out. He always teases and say that. But we flew on a plane, had fun at 13. So I was a little entitled. I get it. But my mother and my father prided themselves on exposure, horseback riding, golf. I mean, like the real deal. And regardless of where you live or how you live, if you factor that into your budget, you can have some experiences that you can bring into your classroom to add value to the currency that you already bring to your classroom. What can't happen is teaching is your end all be all. So whenever you begin to bring up some experience, it's talking about a kid from last year or last period. No. Talk about traveling. Show them what a plane looks like on the inside. Don't just assume that your kids travel. Like ask them, like indirectly ask and say, what's the farthest place from home you've ever been? So if your student's going downtown or they're going 20 miles away, then you know what you're working with. But you have to have some life experiences on this journey, okay? Now, understand each student's motivation. All students are not motivated the same. It's not cookie cutter. And then begin to, and this is something we teach with extreme teachers when you become certified. We teach that introverts and extroverts are motivated differently. I didn't even know that. I learned that from becoming a certified extreme teacher. Motivation is different across the board. But if you know your students, then you begin to understand what motivates them, and you just don't assume points motivate them. For me, I am not motivated by money. Money doesn't motivate me. What motivates me, money start making me nervous a little bit. I know that's crazy because I'm like, I want to live up to the expectations of what they have of me. But at the same time, when they tell me how much they want to pay me, I'm like, you don't value me. Right? So that's just me. But me, a good phone call, Val, man, you rock today. I appreciate what you did. Man, that was off the chain. That paid in full. My assistant like getting paid, so she take care of that because I will give it away. So that's why my assistant handle the contracts, or I have to get stuff approved because I give all of it because it's just part of me. But you have to begin to understand what motivates your students. And if you know what motivates your students, they'll do the work. It may be love. It may be appreciation. It may be allowing them to have some control. That's when you have to know what type of students you have. And that's why with Extreme Teachers, we talk about the 4 styles of students, not just their learning styles, but their behavior styles, because we know kids learn by see, hearing, and doing, right? That's that top 3, see, hearing, and doing. But now we understand their behavior styles, and you have the one that's the controller. You have the one that's the talker, and you have the helper, and you have the asker. So you have these different behavior styles, but how are they motivated? That's important. Come join Extreme Teachers. We'll teach you. I just wanted to drop that. I ain't going to push it. Know that they are people, not heroes. Let me say this. I'm going to say we. We are people. We are people, not heroes. We are people, not heroes. We are not there to save everybody's life. We're there to teach. We're there to teach. So what we cannot do is we're in a classroom and we become this hero, and we have that syndrome of, oh, we got to save all the kids. If you teach the children, you're saving their education and their mind. So I changed it up so we would see that. So I said right there, look, know that we are people, not heroes. We don't have a cape on our back. We can't save everybody. We cannot. So don't always take it personal when your kids struggle. Do what you can and make sure you're motivating them to do what they can. But you are not a superhero. I know we have superpowers. I get it. I'm right with you because I got them too. But what I do know is that I can save some of them. I can save some of them, and I can plant seeds in the other ones. You will not be in my presence, in my class, and not get something. You cannot get in the mud with the pig. I mean, you can't be around a pig and not expect to get mud on you. Come on in the pool. You about to get wet. So if you in Miss Humphrey class, oh, you going to learn something, or a seed going to be planted in you that next teacher going to water. It is doable. It is doable. All right, let's look in the comment lounge. I see it jumping off. Hey, Lucretia. So you want to order the Extreme Teacher shirt or the I Am That Teacher shirt, Lucretia? I got you. And we'll make it happen. All right. So she said, fill their backpacks while they are come on. I love it. Fill their backpacks while they're with us. Let's go. Next up, technology capable. You don't have to be a guru. You just got to at least be able to get in that thing. Nobody said swim to the deep end, but get in the shallow. Get in and start moving around. You might look like you can get in the deep if you needed to. But what we cannot do is be out here and not, I'm not, let me tell you, case in point, I'm about to go on a rant. Beep, beep. Here's a warning. I'm about to go on a rant. Are you ready? Here's my rant. Those people that didn't want to do technology, those teachers that didn't want the kids to have Chromebooks, those schools that didn't push for it, did they not drown when the pandemic hit? Were you not prepared? Were you not prepared? When the pandemic hit, it was, whoa, wait a minute. Wait. We got to get Chromebooks. Wait. Right, exactly. So I need you to remember that. I need us to buy in to understanding that being technology capable is okay. You don't have to be a guru at it. You don't have to be a guru, but you just got to get in there. And the more you're in there moving around and doing things, you'll begin to see and you'll learn things. Somebody will show you one trick. You might be a one-trick pony, but that's okay. You in the circus. Let's go. Let go. Let's get it. What's next? Model risk taker. A model risk taker. What does that mean? Take risk. Let your kids know, hey, y'all, this is my first time trying this. So, all right, bear with me. We're about to see what happens. And guess what? They begin to take risks and they're okay. They're not freaking out. They're not freaking out when they try something new. So you cannot expect them to try new things and you got the same worksheets from the last 5 years. You using an overhead projector. Come on, y'all. Come on. A lot of us had never been on Zoom before this. Now it's like, whoa, Zoom. Oh, wait, Google Classroom. I got to have what? Yep. So let them know. Let them know when it's your first time. So, okay, hey, anyone ever done this before? All right, I might need you as my co-pilot because I'm about to take off and we cannot crash today. I need to work this. I need you to help me. So sound vulnerable. It's okay. I promise you it's okay. Yes, it is okay. What you said, Antonio, not the overhead projector. But you know, there are some teachers that have that film and they got that sheet and they're using the same stuff over and over and over again. Now, I got 2 degrees. I can go on and say it. I can go on and say this. Let me tell you how I passed historical art in college. It was a well-known fact that if you took this one particular professor, he never changed his assessments. So all you had to do, you got it. Somebody give it to you. You good. So I got the paper. I was like, ain't no way. So the first exam, I studied. I studied because I was like, you won't catch me slipping. No, it's psych. This is going to be the year he changed his test. So I wrote down all the answers that I did, that I put on the test. I wrote it down so I would have it. So I checked it. Every last one of them matched. I said, okay. So the second one I half studied. But then my half study, I turned the answers into a song. A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, 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 D. Learned the song. So I ain't have to have no cheat sheet. I had it in my head. That joker didn't change one test. You used to be tripping, and he would tell you what test days were, right? So what would happen? Nobody would be in class. Ever show up on test day. You got 25 students in there. And I was like, what? Shut up. They all had the exam. Man, yeah. I ain't learned nothing about it. I ain't learned nothing about it. I'm just telling you that. But you shouldn't be that professor. That's probably why I flunked out of college too. Okay, yeah, let's keep going. Don't judge me. Whatever. I got 2 degrees now though. All right, focus on the important stuff. Look, stop focusing on, well, I told y'all I was supposed to be teaching. I went off last night, but here's the deal. What's important? Your students, helping them learn. The school board can do all that all day long, but you got to show up every day for your students because that's what's important, the students. What you cannot do is get so frustrated that you're not teaching, or your time when you're supposed to be planning is spent bitching and moaning and complaining. It can't be. It can't be. Focus on what's important, the students. Let's get it. Don't worry too much about what administrators think. For the life of me, I know this y'all ain't, I know it. I already know. Why y'all get upset about evaluations? Let me ask you again. Why you get upset about evaluations? Tell me why. I need to know. Somebody tell me why. I've been to several schools and they never asked for the old evaluations. teach. Do the paperwork. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Stop stressing about that crap. Stop. Because as much as they say it's not biased, I don't care. If I'm coming into your room and I'm evaluating you, I know what I like. So if the kid's running around and to you it's controlled chaos, to me it's just chaos. You cannot evaluate a teacher and take out all of your bias. You cannot. Bull. I call bull on that. And I've been an administrator. And there was no way that it was 3 administrators in my building and we would never score people the same. We would never have the same rank for all of the teachers. We could evaluate the same teacher and would not come out with the same thing. You can't. You can't. So stop worrying about evaluations. Teach. When you are extreme, you're doing your job anyway. And if you are evaluating teachers, guess what? If something doesn't work, you can't ding the teacher. I hate when administrators have gotcha moments. Observations and evaluations should be coachable moments. They should not be gotcha moments. They should not. I didn't do it. Look, any teacher in my school, they knew if I had you, it was a coachable moment. And we won the game together because if I pour into you, that's going to make you a better teacher. But if I score you and I tell you you suck, how is that making you a better teacher? It's not. I'm supposed to coach you, even if we lose the game, even if I don't have to make you feel bad because your lesson didn't go the way you thought it should go or it was confusing. But there are administrators out there that I've worked with that I see this and I used to hate that. But guess what? After my first year teaching, I know I was a beast. I know. No, it wasn't my first year. It was my, I think, 4th year. But I was new to the district. So it was my first year. And while I'm there, the principal tells me I couldn't give you an excellent. Explain to me why you can't give me an excellent. Because I was excellent. Well, you're a first year teacher. I call bull. I said, are you serious right now? I'm not saying I don't have room to grow, but that lesson that you observed was excellent. But you can't give me an excellent because I'm a first year teacher? That's like telling your student, this is your first exam. You couldn't get an A on that. Come on. So after that, I promise you, after my 4th year, and I stayed in education 29 years, if my teachers were stressing about an observation, I would sit with them and talk to them. Look, let's walk through this so you can get what you want. You want an excellent? Let me show you how to get excellent. It's about coaching. It's about coaching. Hey, Susan. It's about coaching. That's what an administrative relationship should be with the teacher. It should be about coaching. You cannot create gotcha moments. You cannot. No. Because I don't want you nervous when I come in. I want you to be your natural self. Let's go. Because I'm going to tell you, a teacher, and I shared with this before, a teacher has told me to get back on the boat if I realized this was a white man's world, right? I don't care what her evaluation looked like. If you bold enough to say that to me, what are you doing in the classroom? What are you saying to a black kid in your class if you say that to a black administrator? That's more concerning to me. So guess what? I learned to coach. I'm not in there to strike you down. I'm in there to actually build you up, to make you an amazing teacher because you're in my school. You're in my school. I take pride in this. I'm not trying to rip you apart. So guess what? Listen to your administrators. If you got a task you need to do, cool. But don't worry about what they think. Don't worry about what they think. I'm telling you, and I was 15 years. Don't worry about what they think. Create a relationship. And your administrator I don't wait until evaluations or paperwork to tell somebody that something went wrong. If I see them doing something wrong, we're going to have a conversation when it happens, and it will never make the paperwork unless you just keep doing it. That's how I function. I function on keep it 100 every day. Every day. Let's go. All right. The above list of traits, some of which may be familiar, many of which will never show up on a sort of on any sort, shall I say, any sort of performance review, it's not showing up on your evaluation. It's not showing up on your evaluation. But here's the cheat code. Y'all ready? Here's the cheat code. Be ready. Are you ready for the cheat code? Are you ready for the cheat code? Let's go. I live by this. I live by this cheat code for many years being in a school. Extreme teachers code. It's easier to get forgiveness than permission. I know my administrators on here probably tripping right now, but hey, easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. That's how I said it. I said it for years. Do what you got to do. And then, oh, I'm sorry. Wow, I missed the mark on that. I'm not saying do nothing illegal, but when you walk in there and you keep asking permission, guess what? And it may turn out amazing. It may turn out amazing. And had you went and asked permission, then your limit, that person you're asking, their limitations are on you. Remember that. When you're asking a person for permission, what you're creating is you're creating an environment for them to put their limitations on you. I'm going to tell y'all this and I'm out. I have gone way past my 15 minutes tonight. Look, I'm going to tell you this. I promise you. Listen to this. I was in a predominantly white district, not just school, white district, right? First Black administrator. I said, you know what? I want to do a program for Black and Hispanic girls. We always talk about the achievement gap, but we're not doing nothing about it. So we have to exclude to begin to include. Special ed, bring them out, get them back in. So we got to exclude for a minute, bring them out, talk to them, get them revved up to get them back in the game. I did a girls program, The Skin I'm In. Love The Skin I'm In. We had a pledge, we did everything. And then I said I wanted to do a culminating event. Oh, I went through hell trying to have that event. When I had the event, right? No money. I had no budget. They didn't give me a dime to do it. I took to my Facebook friends. I took to my people. I went to my world and asked everybody to sponsor a girl. Everybody sponsored a girl. They sponsored the girls, right? They got sweaters. They had all kind of stuff. It was off the chain. Right? Standing room only in the cafeteria, 300 plus Black and Hispanic families. Never had that been done. Never. But when I got them in there, what did I start talking about? Let's talk about the achievement gap. Come on. Then I announced we having a parent meeting. So what grandma do? You going to the parent meeting for my baby? Pressure. You got to get outside the box, because if you stay in the box, it's only so far you could go. So if the achievement gap is really important, what are you doing for the gap? But teaching more is not closing the gap, because now you're just giving those kids who you're talking about extra work. So what can we do to highlight the gap? It's like your doctor knowing you got cancer and he never tells you. We never tell these kids that there's a gap. We didn't. I don't know who's doing it now. But we never tell the kids there's a gap, but we want them to help close it. And they take a test in March and get the results back in September. Come on, somebody. Really? But that's why the Extreme Teachers Conference this year, our theme is kids over curriculum. Kids over curriculum. I cannot wait till we launch, because when I tell you, it's going to be some amazing presenters there. Amazing presenters. But I'm going to get real raw and relevant with you, and I'm going to just tell you. I'm going to show you where I started teaching, since y'all think it's all bubble gums and rainbows and how I got here. Because when I say it can be done, it can be done. It's all about what's in your mind. It's all about your mindset. It's all about that. The cage that you can't get out of, you built. One bar at a time. All right, let's get it. I'm over my time, y'all. Let's go. So here's the deal. What I want y'all to do. First of all, subscribe to my YouTube page, my YouTube channel. I keep saying page. Subscribe. And then understand that this conference will not be like any other. And it is virtual. It is an international conference. We have teachers from all over the world that attend this conference. But next year, I promise y'all, I'm pushing for Jamaica 2022. Our retreat will be in Jamaica. We're having a teachers retreat in Jamaica. That is what's happening on the books. I'm pushing that. All right. So let's get it. We do have an Extreme Teachers page, Extreme Teachers Facebook page. So if you want to go there, you can definitely join on that page to get some We post daily. We talking about something. It's some great stuff we can find out in there. All right, so let's go. That is why this is our pledge. This is our mission. We help teachers discover their superpowers and then help them transform the lives around them. Being extreme makes them that teacher that's willing to go beyond the walls of the classroom to impact the lives of their students. Class is dismissed. Y'all have a good weekend. I will see y'all on Monday.